Good morning, my lovies. Welcome back to Crazy But Not Dangerous. It's early here in Glendale, Arizona, but I gotta get a jump start on the day. So my good friend Linda over at Create with Linda, hey Linda, invited me to collaborate with her and a bunch of other lovies to for budget meals. 5-ingredient budget meals, whatever you have in your refrigerator, your pantry, your freezer, what have you. 5 items. That's the only rule. No more, no less. Spices are free. You can get behind this. Fewer ingredients you use, the more simple your dish is, the more cost effective it can be. Yay, hooray, I'm getting behind that. So, put my eagle eyes on and I went and scrounged around in my freezer because I wanted to get a great bargain out to thaw. And I thawed this on Thursday. So this is a Signature Select Southwest pork loin roast. I'm not sure what makes it Southwest because it was unseasoned. Maybe that's why it's 30% off. Yeah, so it was 2.29 pounds. Original price $6.85. I got it for 30% off. So we're hitting right around the $4.80 mark for this lovely piece of pork loin. This is going to be delicious. And this is going to be substantial. I would say that this would feed 4 to 5 people when we're all said and done with it, when we add all of the yums. I've got my crock pot out here because I got an invitation today to go see a puppy. I'm not getting a puppy. I have Pigpen. And I don't buy dogs. I go to the Humane Society and find one that's on the E-list, and I bring that one home with me. And we have our special little bond, Pigpen and I. He's a handful sometimes, but I love him. But my friend is in the market for a new dog, a puppy. A little German Shepherd is what she has decided that she wants, and so we're going over to meet her new dog today. And she goes, you want to see a puppy? Well, heck yeah, baby. I want to see all the fur babies. I'm going to give them a big old squeeze. Yeah, so fantastic. So I got to get the crock pot on because her and I are going to go see that dog, squeeze them all up, give them plenty of smooches, and then we're going to go run around like, crazy old ladies and do all the things. We might even get a little bit of shopping in. I like to shop on her side of town. She lives in the fancy section of town, and their grocery store, their Safeway Albertsons, completely different than mine. They've got all kinds of things that we don't get in, and we've got things that they don't get in, and her bargains are different than my bargains. So hot diggity, I'm going to go shop on the fancy side of town and see what kind of treasures I might be able to come home with. Yippee skippy. So this pork loin, I'm going to go ahead and just crack this luscious little baby up and get this in my crock pot. You can brown it first. I'm just not gonna. Nope, not worried about it one bit. And get that on in there. Didn't quite make it in there as flat as I want it. Just go ahead. There we go. Fantastic. All right. I love it. I also have this bottle of toasted Asian sesame marinade and dressing. I get this over at my Safeway Albertsons, and I like this product because it is very inclusive. It's got soy, it's got ginger, it's got garlic, it's got rice wine vinegar, it's got sesame, it's got a little bit of fish sauce in it. It's got all the things. And I think that this is an economical way to flavor something or to get that great Asian flavor in it. Because by the time I run down, the Asian international foods aisle and I buy soy and ginger and some fish sauce and some toasted sesame oil and all of that, I have just already spent $20 to $30 on the sauces. And this I got for free over at my Albertsons with my rewards points. I have about half of a cup left out of this bottle. But this is also on sale over at my Albertsons this week for $1.99. So if I was going to, I would use just about the same amount. So about 1/4 of this bottle. So at $1.99, this little bit, we'll say costs about 75 cents. So I'm up to about $5.55. Yeah, I can get behind that. That's about $1 per serving so far. That's just good math, baby. Get your budget. Get your bargains on. Have a terrific 2024. I'm going to put the whole thing in here. I am just going to put the whole thing right in here over my pork roast. Yes, please, and thank you. We eat a lot of pork. At my grocery store, that's one of the least expensive proteins that I can buy. It seems like pork chops, pork loin, pork tenderloin, pork ribs, something pork is always on sale almost every single week. We do eat a lot of pork. It's the other white meat, you know. Also, bone-in chicken. Bone-in chicken is also one of the most affordable cuts that I can buy over at my Albertsons. Typically right around the 99-cent mark. So yeah, you could do this with boneless, skinless chicken breast, boneless, skinless thighs, thighs with the bone in. I would probably take the skin off. If I didn't take the skin off of my bone-in chicken thighs or my bone-in legs, then I would take a minute to go ahead and sear those in a pan on the stove to crisp up that skin very nicely so that it doesn't get all soggy and kind of flaccid in my crock pot. So yeah, or just take the skins off, put them in your freezer and save them to make some schmaltz. Yeah, I can get behind that. Those schmaltz potatoes, those were fantastic. Okay, so yeah, you could do this with beef. I'm just doing it with the pork because, yeah, it jumped out at me. I bought that on December the 10th. And so a manager special is usually something that's coming within a few days of its sell-by date. A sell-by date, you still have about 3 days from a sell-by date to do something with this baby. So you can cook it and freeze it, or you can just go ahead and freeze that whole. But yep, got this on December the 10th. It's been waiting for me in my freezer, and I've been keeping my eye on it because it looks so good. It's such a good bargain. Boneless. Yay, hooray. Alright, I am going to put a touch of water in this to get every last drop. I'm going to turn my crock pot on low. I'm going to need some kind of knife. Try. Oh, good. That came out so easy. No danger. No danger. Don't poke yourself in the eye, baby. So, I don't know. Maybe that's about 1/3 cup of water. I don't want to dilute it too much. But, you know, there's a lot in there still. And I'm greedy. I want my money's worth. Or in this case, well, you know, it was Albertsons money. It was one of my free items. I'm going to take it. Go ahead and, oh, yeah. Yeah, that's fantastic. That's going to be so good. And you know what I like about cooking in the crock pot? Is when I walk through the door this afternoon, the smells. They're going to, yeah, we're going to have all the good smells. My belly, it's going to be hitting my backbone. It's going to be grumbling, sending out its complaints. Call the governor. I ain't got time for no belly complaints. Oh my goodness, look what came in my mail today. I got this beautiful apron from my friends Russ and Rhonda over at Rhonda's Country Kitchen. They're great friends. She's my sweet Southern belle. I just love her. She has great recipes, and it's a lot more than just, you know, chicken and fried. It's more than just fried chicken and biscuits and cornbread. She cooks all kinds of things, all with a great Southern flair, and she is charming and delightful. If you have a minute, go over and visit my wonderful friends, Russ and Rhonda. Thank you, my lovelies, for a beautiful apron. Yeah, crazy but not dangerous. Yay, hooray. What a fun thing to find in the mail. You guys are just too sweet. I love you. So spices were one of the free items. So I have a little bit of dehydrated ginger here. I like these spices. I get these in the vegetable section over at Albertsons. And I've got some ginger. I like the ginger because we don't eat it fast enough for me to keep like a little knob of ginger in my refrigerator. It goes wonky, it gets lost, something happens to it. Got about a teaspoon of that ginger. Got a little bit of the garlic as well. Now this is not a product of Gilroy. This one comes from Germany. But thank you very much for the garlic. I appreciate it. And I have about a tablespoon of the garlic. Love that. Yay, hooray. That's just going to make... And then I also have the lemongrass. Now these are very pricey. And about half a tablespoon of the lemongrass. That's just going to add a delicious little bite to it. Spices were free, so those don't count for me. So I'm down 2 items. The sesame, Asian toasted sesame dressing. A little bit was left of that. Plus, that's one less thing in my refrigerator. We're moving it on along before it gets wonky. You know, waste not, want not. The $4.80 pork loin roast. And I've got this Crockpot on low. I'm just going to go ahead and set it over here. And let that do what it does. Be delicious. I believe in you, baby. You're going to be so tasty. Now, when I get back from visiting the dog, having some friend time, I am going to go ahead and make some rice. That's going to be my 3rd item. And then we've got a couple of things to finish off this dish. 5 items total. I think I'm coming in right about $7.50. And I'm saying this is going to be at least 5 servings. Yay, hooray. I can get behind that. You know, we'll probably have some for dinner. And then we'll probably have some to snack on for the rest of the long weekend. Monday's a holiday. Yay, hooray. All right, I'm going to go ahead and clean up my mess. And I'll see you later on this afternoon when I get back from visiting the fur babies. Yeah, it's a dog day. In a good way, yay, hooray. Ooh, that looks so good. I can hardly wait. Yippee skippy. All right, my lovies. Well, I am back from the doggy meet and greet, the puppy, the German Shepherd meet and greet. And let me tell you, I had a fantastic time. Yeah, those puppies were amazing. I sat on the ground and they wallered all over me. My friend got to play with her puppy. And it was puppy crazy. They're here, there, yonder, wallering all over. Just getting it all. Yeah, they're everywhere. And they're like Gumby. They're so, yeah. How can you tilt yourself like that and crawling all over each other? Anyhow, they were about 6 weeks old. They've got 3 more weeks until my friend's puppy comes home. And we've got to finish this 5-ingredient challenge dinner. I've got some brown rice. And I'm going to put 1 cup in here. Well, you know what? It's like 1.5 cups. Okay, we got 1.5 cups, and yeah. So it's going to be a 2-to-1 ratio. Whoops, now I'm breaking everything. 2-to-1 ratio. I got 1.5 cups of rice, because that's all I've got. And I'm going to put 3 cups of boiling hot water on top of that. I am going to put aluminum foil on that and pop that in my oven at 375 degrees to bake for an hour. That's how I like to cook my rice. I'm waiting for that water to boil. We're almost there. In the next hour, I'm going to go ahead and add my other 2 ingredients. So I've got 2 ingredients so far. I've got the pork loin roast, and I've got the salad dressing, the toasted sesame salad dressing. And this pork roast, let me bring you on over to Funky Town. And this pork roast looks terrific. I pretty much just stuck the spoon in and it just started falling apart and shredding itself. I didn't even have to get the Freddy Krueger tongs out after it. So I'm going to go ahead and just shred this up and then add my other 2 ingredients. Well, I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. I have this 1 pound bag of stir-fried vegetables. Got this on sale for $1 over at my Albertsons a few weeks back. It's a 16-ounce package. It's got broccoli. It's got snap peas, green beans, julienne carrots, celery, onion strips, red pepper strips, water chestnuts. Yeah, it's got all the good things in it. Gone ahead and put them right on top there. And I'm going to get those, just let those get all down into that sauce, get all delicious. This is going to have plenty of meat, plenty of veg. This is easily 5 servings. I think, yeah, maybe even more than that. That's going to be totally delicious. So that is my, rice is my 3rd ingredient. The stir-fried vegetables, that's going to be number 4. And then number 5. Well, honestly, this looks like we're done. Yeah, that looks like a lot of food. Well, I'm going to have to think about what number 5 is. You know what? I'm going to put a little soy sauce into my rice, just for a little added interest. And we're going to call that 5 ingredients. Yeah, that toasted sesame dressing, it's got all the flavors. It's got all the stuff. That pork roast, plenty of protein. And also those stir-fried vegetables, yeah, just take it over the top. So I spent $4.80 on that roast. $1 for the stir-fried vegetables. We used 1/4 of the dressing, so that's about 75 cents. And I've gotten maybe 50 cents, $1 worth of rice. That's a great budget meal. We've covered all of the food groups. We've got a protein, we've got plenty of veg, we've got a starch. Yay, hooray. I'm going to cook this rice and get my mess cleaned up. Get the trays all set because it's almost time for Jeopardy. And I'll show you what it looks like. Bring you back for the final reveal. Yay, hooray for a 5 ingredient challenge. Hey, take a few minutes and go check out my friend Linda at Create with Linda. She's a hoot and a half. She does a lot of different things on her channel. Everything from motivational videos to, you know, what her dog is up to. Plenty of what's for dinner too. Yay, hooray. All right, let's get this rice finished off. So my water is at a boil. I've got 1.5 cups of brown rice. I am going to add 2 and 3 cups of boiling hot water. Yay, hooray. I'm going to add some soy sauce for a little added depth of flavor. Yes, please, and thank you. That's going to be delicious. Well, I've got it out. It's already one of my ingredients. Now, I'm going to put some drizzles of that inside of my crock pot with my meat and my vegetables. Yeah, that's going to do it. Okay, I am popping some aluminum foil on here, and I am just going to go ahead and cinch this down tight. And get my rice cooking. Yay, hooray. Oh, I also have a pan in here, so when I go to lift it out, it'll be super easy. Don't spill. There we go. All right. That's going to take like 45 minutes. And I'm going to go get everything ready. Make some beverages. Play with the dog. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I'm going over to my Albertsons tomorrow to buy a lottery ticket, let me tell you. Because she had this dog. He was in with the puppies, but he was older. He was 14 weeks old. And he was a long-haired German Shepherd. Now, I have never seen a long-haired German Shepherd before. I already thought the German Shepherds had quite a bit of fur. That they were long-haired. But this one, he looked like Davy Jones. He did. His name was Diablo. And she said that he had behavioral issues. And he was kind of a hot mess. So he was in all-day training, you know, learning to get along with other dogs. You know, he's a little bit grumpy. He's a grumpopotamus. Anyhow, I sat down next to that dog. That dog wallered all over me. It was spooning me, and I was giving it a big old belly rub, and that leg was just ticking away, and he licked my face all over. I've never had so many dog kisses in one day in my whole life. Every puppy and every dog at that place licked my face. And then they had a miniature donkey and a miniature horse, and they let me feed them. And I'm telling you, what a day. I left and my heart was just so full of puppy love. Anyhow, I told her she's keeping Diablo, you know, as part of her breeding program. And I told her if I win the lottery, I'm coming back for that dog. And she just laughed. But she does not know that if I win the lottery, I'm coming back for that dog. Yeah, I kind of love a grumpy dog. Piggy's a grumpy dog. Yeah, he's, ooh, Nelly. Don't get on his bad side. Anyhow, I came home today and I smelled like about 25 dogs. And he was excited to see me at first, and then he smelled me, and then he gives me the side eye. He's like, "Lady, you've been petting other dogs besides me. You left me here at the house, and you went and petted other dogs, and you let them lick you in the face. I thought I was your lover boy that gave you kisses." Anyhow, he's mad at me, but this pork roast, this Asian pork dinner, it's gonna turn him. He's going to be just fine. He's going to forgive me because he loves a little pork roast. Anyhow, this smells fantastic. Looks even better. I can tell you that I cheated, and I had a little bite off camera. I didn't use my hands. I just one single bite on, didn't double dip. But that roast is delicious, and that Asian flavor all the way through. I'm so hungry. Yeah, hurry up, Rice. We gotta eat. Okay, so my rice has just come out of the oven. I'm just gonna fluff it with a fork. All of my rice, it's very individualized and very fluffy. Looks terrific. Yay, hooray, plump and juicy. I love to cook my rice in the oven. Let's go ahead and make a plate because I'm starving to death. Put plenty of rice down. I'll make Andrew's plate first. Yeah, plenty of rice down. Yay, hooray. And then, oh yeah, that looks terrific. Smells even better. And let's get him plenty of meat and veg. All of the good things right there on top. And I know he's going to want a little bit of that sauce off the bottom. Yes, please, and thank you. Yum-o. You know what would go perfectly with this? My friend Linda over at Create with Linda. Yeah, she's got a great recipe for crab rangoon. That would exceed our budget today, but if you had a few extra dollars and a few extra minutes, go over there and take a look at her delicious crab rangoon recipe. She makes it in the air fryer. Can't beat that with a stick. All right, my lovies, that's what's for dinner tonight at our house. Like I said, this will easily make 5 portions for very hungry people. Yay, hooray. All right, my lovelies, this challenge has been super fun, super budget friendly. We're coming in under $7.50. Smells fantastic. I can't wait to dig in. Think that looks terrific. All right, be good, be careful, look both ways. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching Crazy But Not Dangerous. Bye now.